Alright, so we've been in or near Broome for the past 6 weeks and we're glad to be moving on. But in the last 2 weeks we've done all these really awesome stuff, so this should be a great episode. Let's get right into it. We spent a day at Broome Bird Observatory and the road in there is really rough. It's never graded or anything like that, so you definitely need to let your hair down. It's very soft sand in places. Once we got there, we spent a whole day with a warden and a load of really enthusiastic birders, and it was really great that we were out in their Land Cruisers, not having to take our own car, which was awesome. And then we'd find these places and we'd pull up and everybody'd pile out with binoculars and telescopes and cameras and stuff and go looking at these various birds that some people got really excited about. And we had a nice spot for lunch, looking at some water birds.
Oh my god.
Alan's worst nightmare.
Yeah, they're definitely doable. A lot of
So we did see plenty of birds, and I did manage to photograph a few of them. This is a rainbow bee-eater. This is a white-fronted wood swallow. We've got a red-kneed dotterel. And my favourite, the brolga. That was quite a long way away. And this one they all got really excited about. This is a yellow chat. And they do special tours just to see this bird, which is not the tour that we were on, so it was a bonus that we got to see this, a yellow chat. Stay this road. Going over the other side.
God.
Just have to find the smoothest bit of road wherever it happens to be. It's just a problem when you went around bends or over.
I was to say, or
little,
up a hill. Like
little hills like this one here, so I'm going to have to go back over to the rough side in a minute. Just in case something's coming. It's actually not too bad, this little bit. Now, I'm going to have to go over it. Yeah, something is coming, you see, there you go. So it's got just as well. It wasn't...
I would not want to do this every day on my way to work.
Right, we're back on the tarmac in a minute. Got about 200 metres to go. Flipping heck. That one's saved. Just shaking that much.
Yeah, because I don't know what you wanted to get some pizza.
Gosh, that came up suddenly. I hope he's working on a Saturday. Monty, Probably looking for a lay-by on the other side of the road in about 8 or 9 kilometres. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we'll just follow you over. Over.
Follow you over.
I don't want to dunk it.
I've never seen them.
Right,
They were English, they were not.
You go first, then we'll wait.
And we'll,
Yeah.
we'll radio you. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll keep it in two-wheel drive so that it's the same for you.
Okay.
All right.
I think this must be the overflow.
Yeah. Well, there's people parked in here, so we can
Yeah.
park anywhere around here. I just need where
Right,
are the
well, there's a map, so let's
where are the
just pull in
toilets?
here.
Monty, you there? Over.
Roadstar, receiving.
Okay, so it's sandy. It's a little bit corrugated, but it's not too bad. I think if you drove 20-30 kilometers an hour, which is what we did, it's about 3 or 4 minutes. There's some little bumpy bits, but we're at the overflow campground now. It looks absolutely fine. So yeah, just sort of nice steady 20 kilometers an hour. You should be good.
You're walking away from the crocodile-infested lagoon. Yes.
No
So,
blood.
sleeping bag.
Yeah.
And then the inner, you take the inner out.
Of course, we are in the middle of nowhere.
We are in the middle of nowhere, and it's all in there. So you can feel the heat.
And this has been in there since
about
Since
half past
whenever it
8,
was this
something
morning,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay, so
nearly
about
10 hours.
yeah,
nearly
10 hours.
Yeah,
Yep.
about that.
Okay.
So I'll just put that there. Anyway, I'll go back.
Oh, she'll be
That's it.
back soon.
And welcome to Cygnet Bay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about this trip to Cygnet Bay Pearl Farm. I thought it'd be okay, but actually it was really interesting. They've got a really nice cafe restaurant. There's an infinity pool if you've got your bathers, and great views too. The hour-long Pearl Farm tour was also really interesting. This lady, I've forgotten her name, very, very knowledgeable, and took us around through the whole process of growing the oysters. Talked about seeding the oysters so a pearl could grow, and then opened one up for us to see what was in there. It was a surprise to her, just as it was to
so
us.
I've learned not to be sad when I have to sacrifice an oyster, but I've cut, see, what happens is once I cut through that adductor muscle, it actually releases, so no more need of a peg. Then I open this up, and the hinges can be quite tight, but this one was quite good. And so that is what it looks like inside, just as that photo I showed you earlier. Afraid I can't. But yes, I'm so excited because there's a little one there. Can see right there. Can everybody see that? Yeah. From underneath. But did everyone get there before? Because then I'm going to just pop it now. Ready? And it's a good size. Wow. There you go.
It's a nice one, isn't it?
That is a beauty. But you have to figure. I will have it. Yeah, I will have it. I'll have it valued by one of my other colleagues because. And then I'm going to get the pearl. Yeah, I'm just going to wash my hands.
They don't have gender.
How big? 19
What about
millimetres?
the-
Is it 19?
Yeah,
What do you call it?
$60,000.
We went to Derby, not particularly because we wanted to go to Derby, but because from there we were able to fly out to the horizontal falls. We spent a night out there, and I'm going to do a special episode just about that because there's so much footage. So this is a bit of a taster.
Have a swim. We are obviously swimming on this side here. Okay, we're not swimming on the other side. I'll tell you a few reasons.
Go on.
Oh.
I'm only charging $49.95 by the way. So this is the entrance to Windjana Gorge. There's various walks you can do. There's one that doesn't go in the gorge at all. There are two named walks that go into the gorge, or you can just go into the gorge and walk wherever you want. But we're just going to have a bit of a look today and probably do a longer walk tomorrow. Alright, so we need to go through a little tunnel in the rock to get into the gorge, which is very cool. And yes, I imagine temperature wise it's very cool as well. So it's about, well, just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Awesome, look at the sign.
And we've got a sign telling us to watch out with crocs. They're freshwater crocs here, but if they feel threatened at all, then they will give you a little nip. Alright, so this is the other side of the little tunnel. So we're kind of in the gorge now, and we've got water down here. So there will be quite a few freshwater crocs in there. Nothing to worry about unless you... there's one here, look, Alan. There's one here in the water. And if you can see, it's just below that branch there, look.
Hang on.
Just floating in the water.
Where?
Just there, straight through there, look. Duck down. Yeah, so there's a freshwater croc there, right in the middle. They don't do much, so it's not great for video. There's one in the water, I reckon.
Yeah.
Down there. Yeah, but look at this place. So that's looking back out the gorge. And as you just pan around, at this huge sandbank, and looking back on the other end of the gorge. impossible, I think, to get across how peaceful it is here. It's just absolutely quiet. A few bird calls. Be a few kites flying around. You're surrounded by these incredible rock formations and the water in the gorge. That you know there are crocodiles in there, but you can't see them. But it is so quiet, so peaceful. Windjana Gorge in the morning, and this is our camp. Guess we haven't brought the caravan. So there's a swag and a little tent, and I've forgotten how crap small tent camping is when you're not in your 20s. Basically sleeping on the floor, can't move, can't sit up. Yeah. Alright, well here's our little camp, and at least we've got our morning cup of tea. Tea bag in a cup, mind. And tin tans, and there's Helen's little swag. So the car's behind us, and we've got this awning on the car, and we've got Helen's swag there, and we've got my sort of little tent here, and it's all very minimal and tiny chairs, tiny table, tiny tents,
Tiny kitchen.
Noisy neighbours. There's even a toilet over there, look. But we've got the sight of the cliffs of one side of the gorge over there. There we go. How good is this?
So we must be getting pretty close to Tunnel Creek. We've been going 33 kilometres, I think it's about 35 to 40. The road's been bumpy in places, but not particularly uncomfortable. There's been a bit of loose rock in places, stones flying around, but it's not too bad a driving.
I think I can see some.
We were just having a conversation about how this road is nowhere near as bad as the road into Python Pool. Yeah, it's not too bad this at all. But we think we're nearly there. We're glad. Righto. Tunnel Creek National Park. Yeah.
Oh, those beautiful rocks.
A few squeaks in the back.
There's a few people knocking around today, so we might get other people's voices on here, which I don't really want, but it's a bit of a... So this is the entrance to the tunnel through here. Yeah, let's give it a go. Right, this is only just inside the entrance is over there. And the tunnel goes on through there, look. That's where we need the torches. Right, so there's this bit where the roof has fallen in, so you get back out into daylight or sunlight for a little bit. We've just had to swim for a few metres through one bit. I guess if you're about 6'5", you could probably have walked it all, but I'm not. Alright, so I think this is halfway through. So we've come through there, through the water, and we're heading off through there into the water. Alright, so past that fall, it opens up quite a bit. So we've got some stalactites coming down from there. Tights come down. Little pools of, oh, some people coming the other way.
The elves coming out.
Yeah. Oh, little waterfall. And depositing all the calcium. Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
You're a brave young man there. So you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's still a way away. Oh, cool. So yeah, there's the end of the tunnel. Still got little bits of water across. There's water directly in front of me now. And kind of you move from sandbank to sandbank, crossing the water each time. Nice and bright. Right, so this is the far end. And that's where we've come from. I don't think there's that much else to do.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Where did she say was the best? Oh, there's no reception in the camp.
No, she said that place is the best place.
The kitchen.
Well, barbecues and the toilet block. Then there's no designated base, so you just find a spot. So try and get some trees.
There's Helen's swag. It's only, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 6:30 maybe. Absolutely pitch black out here. We're at Birdwood Downs station on the River Road at the Derby end. A table and cooker, my little tent there, and the car, and the fantastic outdoor light that we've got. And we're just sat here
And a cup of
having
tea.
a cup of tea and eating some porridge. Listening to the insects and an occasional bird.